Welcome to Live with Cody and Satori, the paranormal couple. The show will be starting shortly. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Now please welcome the paranormal couple, Cody and Satori.
Oh,
it worked.
There we go.
It worked. You want to tell them why we were worried it wasn't going to work?
So, the streaming
Hello, everybody.
platform that we use, it's been great ever since we switched over to this one. It decided that it was going to alert us. It got a little message that said, due to a system incident, whatever that is, system incident, some of your files may be missing. So I was like, okay, one or two files, that's not bad. A couple pictures, little ghost flying around over there, maybe he's gone. So I go in and every single file is gone. So everything you see on the screen is a file. The ghost is a file, the border around the top is a file, the background is a file, the stars are, everything was gone. Every video for our segment, every single thing was gone. So I had to rebuild the entire show, and everything's automated. So when you click a different segment, it just rolls into it by itself. So, so hopefully I rebuilt everything correctly. Thankfully, I had a hard drive of all of the files, so the show still looks the same. But hopefully everything just flows. So if something random just starts popping up by itself, not my fault. But we're here, and we're glad to be here.
I'm happy we're here. We have stuff to do. We have work stuff, wedding stuff. I got sick at one point, and I did not feel like doing a live stream. It's just been like...
I don't know.
Cody, I told you the connection wasn't going to work.
Well, it would work. So.
No, everybody says it's frozen. Go out.
Direct connected. Direct connected. So
it's not. We have to fix it though.
Oh, there's nothing to fix on my end. So
yeah, there is. Sure. Maybe we can connect to the connection.
We're connected directly to the connection.
Doesn't seem like we are because it's not working.
Well, we have to roll. Well, if we go to Wi-Fi, you've been saying it's been frozen connection. Hello. Refreshing, it does the same thing. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Maybe it's a streaming software issue, but everything on our end seems to be working okay. So I'm not really sure what to do. It says I have full bars. The audio and video wasn't synced. Interesting. I don't know. Hopefully it fixes itself. That's what I'm hoping here, because
it's not based on this. So
I can't do anything about it. I can't. If I end the show, it's going to end everything. So, yeah, exactly. It wouldn't be a hiccup without. That's right. All right, I'm hoping that it just works itself out, because there's nothing else I can really do here. So, well, everybody watching from, we'll start the show off slow. Hopefully this thing fixes itself. We'll tell you what we've been up to. Hello from Boston. Hello, and hopefully things fix itself out here.
It won't, but
we had a interesting couple of weeks. The first big thing is the museum that's going on at the S.K. Pierce Mansion, and that's been going great. So originally was supposed to be at the mansion for 2 weeks in the basement, and they've decided to extend the stay. So currently, for those that are unaware, we installed about 115 items so far in the basement of the S.K. Pierce Haunted Mansion, and in Gardner, Massachusetts, and it's been really interesting. It's been a hit, having all the people walk through, and there's a little box where you can write down your experience if you experience something, and it's been going really good. It's been going really good. So they decided that they wanted to extend it out for at least a while. And there's all different, tiers of tickets you can buy to view it. I'm going to switch over to a little slide here.
It might crash the live, though.
No, but I have full service. So
just because we have full service doesn't mean it's working.
Well, it's not going to crash our end. It's whatever software the server that this studio is using to broadcast. We're not going to crash. So here's some video that I believe one of the workers at SK shot for us. Just kind of showing you a quick overview. We did a working fine now. Awesome. We did a live investigation there with RISEUP Paranormal, and if anybody missed that, that's over on Dead Air Full Spectrum's YouTube page, and we got some interesting things there during that investigation. But as you can see, there's multiple different rooms. This isn't your normal basement. This is a mansion with a mansion-sized basement, and there's multiple rooms full of haunted items. We have a bunch of dolls, a bunch of clowns, a bunch of dark room items. I know people are into that type of thing. A bunch of famous haunted items, all different things like that. Famous haunted locations. Bunch of different things. We kind of picked a little bit from each section of the museum and set it up, and there's going to be more coming.
Yes, so I know we initially said the 2 weeks we were going to be there until August 9th, but honestly, people are just really having a great time with the items, and we felt like we didn't put as much as we could. Like, we kept looking at different areas of the basement, and we're like, we could put an item there. And in terms of time, we haven't really been able to add more, but there's already over 100 items there. And we went today just to kind of look around and went, oh my gosh, we could just go bigger and better. So we talked to the owners of SK Pierce. They were like, let's do it for the fall. So we are announcing right now that we will have the museum set up, a museum exhibit, set up in the basement of SK Pierce Mansion in Gardner, Massachusetts through September and October as well. So if you didn't get the chance and you were like, oh, I was coming to New England, but I'm not coming until the fall, now's your chance to be able to go and check it out. So you can book a tour of the mansion and get access to the museum. You can stay overnight at the mansion, and you will get access to the museum during your overnight stay or investigation. And you can also, there's special events they're doing, like they're doing a craft fair, I think on October 11th, and there will be a ticket add-on where you can go down into the museum and check out the museum exhibit as well. So there will be a museum there at SK Pierce Mansion, an exhibit throughout the fall. So this is really awesome. I'm super excited for it.
Yeah, it's been going really good. You can go there right now. Like you can go to paranormalcouple.com. The link is scrolling down at the bottom, and as soon as you go to the page, the website, there's going to be a pop-up that pops up and gives you a link on where to go to purchase tickets and things like that. So the objects are set up. There's just going to be more and more piling in there as the weeks go on. And we're going to try filling that basement up even more with more items. Now, this is a question we always get about the museum. Do you believe every object is haunted? And no, we don't. The focus of the museum is we're helping people deal with an item that they believe is causing havoc or paranormal issues in their life. And they've donated the object to the museum, And whether we experienced something with it or not, the client did. And that's the story that we're telling you when you go to the museum. There's tons of reading. I recommend you take tons of pictures. You can take as many pictures or videos as you want when you go. You could be there for hours reading things if you were able to, because there's just so much to take in. But a lot of people have had some interesting experiences there.
Yes, we've had people reporting feeling different. For example, like someone felt sick at one point. People have felt pressure. People have felt like they've been touched. Like their hair. Today, actually, we were there, and Cody, as well as someone with SK Pierce, reported that their hair, like their head was being touched. We've seen things move. Things have, like, voices and things of that nature have been recorded there as well. Shadows. So many things are happening. People always are going down there and feeling uneasy. So it's kind of fun to have, I hate to say it, but kind of like an experiment where we're bringing you all into this space with haunted objects, and we're observing what happens when people are in this space and it's not us. So we're really like noticing that everyone that's going in there is feeling some sort of presence or sensation.
Yeah, and there's also cameras in every single room that we have objects set up in. And they've been catching things. They've been catching both, paranormal things like voices and things like that, and it's been catching the reactions of individuals that see the objects. And it's been interesting because we've found that by reviewing the footage, because we review it to see if we caught anything paranormal, it alerts us if it sees motion and things like that. And we found that by reviewing it, we've noticed that the public is being drawn to items that we weren't suspecting. Like we have this about 2 foot tall clown set up in one of the rooms, and it's a very interesting looking clown, and a lot of people are being drawn to that specific item for some reason, and having a lot of weird vibes coming off of it. The puppets that were on the screen right now, a lot of people have been having some strange vibes from. So yeah, it's been interesting.
It's been interesting, and I will admit it's been amusing for us. Because yes, we're taking the data of what you all are experiencing, but it is kind of funny to watch your reactions to some of these things in the museum. There's some of you are coming in, and you don't have an experience, but you find this really interesting because you're still seeing historical items and items from very specific people and situations. So you find that interesting. And then some people go in and we're watching your faces because we get the alerts and we get told to look back, and some of your faces when something moves right in front of you, and we watch your reaction, and like when something happens and someone actually feels something touch them and their reaction. Yeah. It's so amusing. It's so fun to see, like, to be able to be like, okay, see, we're not crazy. And the people that reported these things, not all of them are not really experiencing something. Something really is happening here. What is it? So it's fun in that sense.
Yeah, and we were there today, like Satori said, and I thought I felt something touching the top of my head. We were there because we had to do a little kidnapping mission of one of our items, because we have an event this weekend in New Jersey at the Sterling Hill Mining Museum. Probably one of our favorite locations. That's always our answer when someone asks, what's the most active location or most haunted location you've ever been to? And definitely most active is Sterling Hill Mine for us. As well as the Conjuring House, of course. I mean, when you live at a place, of course, you're experiencing things all the time. But aside from the Conjuring House, Sterling Hill Mining Museum, absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. So, yeah, check it out, paranormalcouple.com. And if you go, let us know. If you experience something, also let us know. We would love to hear about it. And you can always send us a message. How do you select the locations to set up your museum items? How do you select the area within your location to set up the items?
That's a good question. So we have not really done this on this wide of a scale before. We tried it one time in Connecticut, and I think it went well, but we definitely were still learning how to display these items in a museum type fashion, or in like a museum kind of exhibit. So what we really look for is one, Security. We're very, very strict on security. It's not all about the haunting at a location. We definitely want to make sure the items are safe. They are in a place where the temperature can be regulated, so it's not too hot or not too cold. And obviously they're kept out of the elements. So SK Pierce Mansion being a working mansion and people can actually stay there and have events there, it was perfect. Very secure. So we loved that. And honestly, I think the paranormal aspect of it, there's always something that happens for us at SK Pierce Mansion. It never disappoints us.
Yeah. SK, I mean, we've been going to SK for, at least I've been going there for at least 10 years now, and through 2 different ownerships, and it's always been active. And the new owners that just purchased this, awesome people.
They're awesome.
And they just did even more renovations. They just installed this brand new AC system throughout the house. There's dehumidifiers in the basement and all different things like that. It's beautiful what they've done. So it's really the perfect spot. And humidity is definitely a big thing you have to worry about when it comes to objects and things like that, because that's what can really destroy them. The humidity is really what's bad for stuff, especially if it's high. So they've been awesome people to us. Very thankful for them hosting the museum there, and it's been fun. It's been a good time.
Absolutely. We also want to warn everybody with SK Pierce Mansion, there are some things that we have put there that are pretty gnarly. So it depends on what you're interested in. Some people have requested these items be displayed, and sometimes the donations that come into our museum, we don't know what it is until it arrives to the museum. Sometimes we don't even accept the donation, it just shows up. And we have displayed some of those as well. And some of them are from some very serious situations where people have passed away and things along those lines. So just a warning, if you're into the paranormal, there's definitely all different areas of paranormal theory being displayed there.
We've tried to seclude those items that may be a little more darker into specific rooms, so you can avoid those rooms if you choose to.
But you're not getting possessed or anything if you go.
Yeah, no one's getting possessed. If there's anything dark, super dark that was used in the occult, it's been binded or
and some of the really serious, like some of the stuff we don't want the public to see, obviously are not there. So if anybody's like, I can't go because they might be too gnarly, we've kept the really, really bad stuff out. Okay.
All right, let's answer some quick questions that have been coming in. First one, Carrie, she asked how you were feeling.
I'm feeling better. Just a headache, but I'm doing okay now.
Yeah, I think it was the heat that last Thursday. It's a hot day here in New England.
Yeah.
And sometimes it just happens, especially if you don't drink enough water.
Okay, moving on.
Here's one from Sydney. How was Elvis week? Coy? I'm guessing it's Cody.
I'm going to call you that,
I can go Coy.
I like
Coy
that.
Fish?
I like that.
I'm guessing you're talking to me, Sydney. It was amazing.
She's obviously talking about you. I'm going to call you that. I think that's a good name. Yeah.
Isn't that Carrie's? Coy. Why does that sound familiar?
I don't know.
Coy.
Okay, answer the question.
All right, anyway.
See, now you're going to go off.
So Elvis week was awesome. So for those that don't know, I just got back. Graceland has always been on the bucket list for me to visit. And Carrie's son. See, I knew it. Pop into my
Good job.
Hello to the real Coy. So Graceland has always been on my bucket list to visit. I've always been a huge Elvis fan since I was little. And I've always wanted to go. I booked 2 trips to go with one of my best friends, Dustin Parry, and both of those trips, something happened. One of them was booked in January a few years ago, and New England ended up getting a big blizzard.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank
you so much.
Thank you. The books are also for sale. If you visit SK Pierce, the Haunted Mansion, in their gift shop, our books are for sale there. And we signed all of them. So they're already pre-signed and ready to go there. So thanks, Tom. So first trip, a blizzard hit, and we weren't able to take off, so we had to cancel the entire trip because, Dustin and myself, Dustin more than me, we're both very busy and have to schedule everything out, and we couldn't really, delay the trip. So that got canceled the first time, and then the second time it got canceled for something else. So finally, I chose for my bachelor trip to go to Graceland, go to Memphis and experience Graceland. And we went to Sun Studios, the Memphis recording studio, where all of the greats, the legends, got their start. Johnny Cash and Jerry Lee Lewis and Elvis, of course, and a lot of famous blues singers, and incredible. And that place, out of all of them that we went to, I felt a feeling that I never felt before. It definitely felt paranormal walking into the room where, Elvis recorded his first song, and multiple songs after that, but it happened right there in that room. And literally right where I was standing, unbeknownst to me, Elvis was they had an X on the floor, and I just walked in and stood there and listened to the tour guide. And then he goes, over there is where the bass player was, and over there was the guitar player. And then he points right to me and he goes, right there, that's where Elvis stood when he recorded, That's All Right, Mama. And I was like, wow, I'm standing right on the spot. And it's just total goosebumps, so I definitely recommend anybody going to Memphis. If you're not really into Elvis, go to the recording studio, because there's so much music history there. And just when you're walking into the actual studio itself, it was unbelievable. We also went to the Civil Rights Museum, the National Civil Rights Museum, at the Lorraine Motel, and that's where Dr. Martin Luther King unfortunately lost his life. And they've turned the hotel, the motel rather, and then built an addition to the back of the motel, and created this whole museum. And that was an amazing place as well. And then they bought the building across the street. And turned that into a museum about the day that he was assassinated, and it was very interesting stuff. And then, of course, Graceland. Graceland was a little smaller than I thought it was, but the complex that they built across the street was unbelievable. Every single thing that Elvis has owned in his life, down to everything that he's bought, receipts, and the silverware that he ate, everything is on display. Every car that he's ever owned is on display in this building.
We're looking again.
And it was amazing. It was incredible. So, really fun trip, and glad I got to go. Definitely recommend. Beale Street was really awesome. Some of the best barbecue food that I've ever had. So it was fun. It was a good time. So, good question. All right, let's see here. Let's see. Here's one from Sandy.
Oh my gosh, I'm not sure yet. I have to figure out what we're gonna get there for this next round. For the fall, we kind of want to bring some bigger stuff. So we have to figure out what we're getting there, and I'm sure I can convince Dad to help us haul it there.
Yeah. Yeah.
It won't be as big as a coffin, I don't think.
From Cody Satori, would your dad and JV do an investigation? So they've already investigated S.K. Pierce.
My father has, for sure.
And JV. They both, and your brother Austin was all on an episode there. And on his YouTube channel, Jason Hawes on YouTube. But they haven't done it with the museum there. So maybe we can talk to him and have him go in and investigate while the museum is in the basement. We'll see. Huge shout out to Jennifer. She's celebrating 11 months as a member over on YouTube, which is awesome. Thanks, Jennifer. Appreciate it. Can't believe it's been 11 months.
Wow. Thanks for sticking by us.
That's really, really cool. And speaking of memberships and things like that, so this show runs until 10 o'clock. Geez, that time's 9 o'clock. Sorry. The show runs till 9 o'clock. 10 o'clock we've been talking for a long
marathon.
time. The show runs till 9 o'clock. And then starting at 9:15, we do what's called our bonus show, which is for our Patreon members and our YouTube members. And tonight we're going to be doing a little mini investigation of one of our favorite items, She's
One of
sitting
your
over
favorite
there
items.
in the corner. And we'll be doing that tonight. So if you want to catch the investigation tonight, as well as all the other bonus shows that we've done in the past, you can either become a member here over on YouTube. Huge shout out to the members that are on there. I think there's a couple that need to be added in that got lost with the streaming platform crash that happened a couple days ago. But you can join here on YouTube, or if you want a little more, over on Patreon, you can join over there, and there's different tiers that you can join. And depending on what tier you join, we can send you something back in the mail, like a postcard once every couple of months. Story does a subscription box. We have a case file tier, all different things like that. So it's fun. We have a good time doing that, but it doesn't matter where you join. You'll be able to see the bonus show once it starts. So that's that. All right.
Also, I just did a drop tonight on handmadebyhaws.com.
Yeah.
On handmadebyhaws.com. So if you go to the website, it should be here somewhere.
Yeah, I got it.
Everything's just kind of out of whack right now, and it's really frustrating. It's right there.
Yep.
All right. So I uploaded some jewelry. Mom and I have some really awesome pieces and bracelet bundles that we just put on. It's very limited because there's been a lot going on, and we put a lot of work into the pieces themselves. So there's less pieces than usual, but there's some really awesome stuff. So check it out while stuff still lasts.
Awesome.
We just dropped it. Just dropped it.
Cool. Beautiful.
All right.
Wow.
Oh, thanks, Tom.
That's great.
Jinx.
It's a good jinx. Thanks, Tom. I really appreciate it. And I'm sure 5 random people appreciate it too. That's cool. So Tom just donated 5 random memberships.
Oh my gosh,
Adam is
too.
doing 10 months. That's awesome.
I can't believe everyone liked us that much to
That's
stick
really
around.
cool. Really, really cool. All right, so if you haven't been here before, we do different segments throughout our show, and we like to feature a different haunted item every
We have
episode
time for
that
that?
we do.
It's already 8:30.
Yeah, we have plenty of time.
Wow.
You ready
Okay.
to do it?
I'm not doing it.
All
This
right,
is you.
hopefully it works. Alrighty, so there's the object. Wow, it just popped right up there. Son of a gun.
This is really frustrating me. And you guys don't understand how I am when I get mad. And I'm getting really, really mad at the system right now. And I'm trying to be nice and positive.
I don't know why you're upset. It's just-
Because the system is being so dumb. Like, everything is glitching out. And then you click a button and it automatically does things that we don't want it to do.
You just gotta roll with it. That's all.
I'm not a roll with it kind of person.
Well, that's what you have to do.
I'm not.
Well, usually we keep the object hidden for a second, but there's the objects for this week. And
I thought you were pointing at me. I was like, I'm not haunted.
so if there's anybody that's a medium or a psychic or anybody that claims to be sensitive in any type of way, and you feel something off of these items, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. Let us know what you're feeling. And after the show, we always like to go back and look at the comments and see if anything lines up. Anybody's getting the same sort of feeling that somebody else is getting. And that kind of helps us out with the case file, because sometimes we'll add that in. If somebody's getting the same type of thing. Hey, 2 months of membership. That's awesome. Really, really cool. Thank you. So in a second, we're going to read a couple of quick little segments from this case file. And while we're reading it, I am going to pop up a poll on the screen. And that's a different way that you can tell how you feel. How you feel about the item and what the question is. So here's tonight's poll and the question. Let's see what it is. Hopefully it pops up. There we go. Can Taurus items contain paranormal energy? So the question is, if you go to a vacation somewhere and you buy something, the theory is that sometimes you can bring back paranormal energy. And so if you want to participate in this poll, all you have to do is type in hashtag A in the comments if your answer is yes, hashtag B if your answer is no, or hashtag C if you're not sure, or if you have a smart device, you can scan the QR code on the screen and bring up a little web page and you can cast your vote that way. So I'm going to bring up the case file right now, and we're going to read you a couple little segments from the case file. All of these case files and objects that we show on the live show, they've already been sent out to our case file tier on our Patreon. So we're going to check it out. All right. Email sent to the paranormal couple. So this is case number 051723, the animated Taurus dolls. May 17th, 2023. Hey, Cody and Satori, I'm reaching out because something happened involving a pair of dolls in my home, and it has left both me and my grandkids very unsettled. I no longer feel comfortable keeping them here, and I was hoping you might be able to help. Thank you. Blank. So I'm going to skip around a little bit here. I have a couple things starred. So the first segment that we're going to read is, how was the object obtained? The client states that she and her husband purchased the dolls while on vacation in Mexico approximately 30 years ago. She expressed that the dolls were bought as souvenirs to remember the trip and had remained in their home ever since. The client explained that for years the dolls remained stored in a memory box before eventually being placed on a bookshelf in the guest room. She stated that the dolls were largely forgotten about until her grandchildren discovered them while visiting. Why do you think the object is the cause of the paranormal activity? The client states that the unusual activity began immediately after the dolls were handled by her grandchildren. She explained that no unusual disturbances had ever occurred in their home before. The client expressed that the reaction from both children was very emotional and unlike anything she had ever seen from them before. She stated that the grandchildren independently described seeing the dolls move without prompting from adults. The client believes that the dolls are responsible because the disturbances stopped once the dolls were removed from the room and stored away. Unexplained temperature changes. The client states that the guest room where the dolls were kept suddenly felt noticeably colder after the experience with the kids. She expressed that the temperature change felt isolated to the room itself. The client's granddaughter states that the room felt, quote, weird immediately before the dolls moved. Unexplained anomalies with electrical devices. The client states that the hallway light briefly flickered the night after the kids endured their experience. She expressed that the guest room lamp also turned off unexpectedly while the grandchildren were inside. This happened a few nights after the incident. The client explained that she initially assumed an electrical issue but found no problem afterward. She stated that this could be ironic timing, but none of this has ever happened before. Manipulation of objects. The client states that the grandchildren had been playing gently with the dolls on the floor of the guest room. She expressed that several minutes later, both children suddenly ran out uncontrollably crying and begging to go home. The client's grandson states that one of the dolls, quote, moved by itself while sitting upright on the floor. The client's granddaughter states that she saw the female doll's head slowly turn and the body wiggle slightly. She also expressed that the male doll appeared to lean forward on its own. The client explained that both children described the same movement separately after a lot of calming down. She stated that she initially suspected imagination, but noted that both children refused to re-enter the room or even look at the dolls again. The client expressed that she or her husband had never seen their grandchildren so hysterical before. You want to read something?
Sure. I was trying to figure something out.
Oh, I can do it.
Okay.
I got it. Unexplained sounds. After the incident, the client closed the door to the guest room with the dolls inside, so no one would go in and touch them. The client states that faint rustling sounds were heard from the room the next evening. She expressed that the sounds resembled scratching your fingernails on fabric. She explained that she briefly opened the room door but found nothing visibly disturbed. Desired result or outcome. The client and her husband requested immediate removal of the dolls from the home. She expressed concern that her grandchildren no longer felt comfortable visiting the house. The client stated that she no longer viewed the dolls as sentimental keepsakes after the incident. Client follow-up on June 10th, 2023, through the phone. The client states that no unusual disturbances have occurred since the dolls left the residence. She expressed that her grandchildren are willing to visit again, though they still refuse to discuss what they saw or go into the guest room. With that being said, the client stated that she feels that the guest room atmosphere feels normal again. The client concluded our conversation by stating, quote, "I always thought they were just harmless souvenirs. After seeing how terrified the kids were, I knew I didn't want those things in my house anymore." And that is the end of our case file so far. So have we experienced anything with these dolls yet? No, we have not. But they are in the museum. They went through the quarantine period. Nothing has happened during that period. And they most likely will be on display at SK Pierce very soon, within the coming weeks. So if you go and visit in the coming weeks, you may get to meet them. They're very small. They're probably about this tall or so, and they come in a pair. So very interesting that the clients bought these objects 30 years ago at the time of that case file, over 30 years ago, and activity just started when they took them out of the box that they were keeping them in and set them up in the guest room. And when the kids started playing with them, that's when things started happening. So we've had other cases like that when children especially start playing with an item that supposedly has some sort of energy with it, that kind of like activates it, kind of flips that light switch on and makes the activity happen. And not just children, but primarily children we found that kind of cause that reaction to occur. So very interesting. Going over to the poll.
It seems like most people.
Yeah. Can Taurus items contain paranormal energy? Another close call this week. Looks like it's kind of neck and neck with the results here. But if I had to say, I think the yes answer is definitely in the lead. We have 19 answers for yes. A lot of people believe that Taurus items can contain paranormal energy. A lot of fans of the Brady Bunch episode with the Hawaii episode there with the little thing around the neck there. That's what I think of right away when I think of Taurus items being paranormal or cursed or something like that. And then we have 4 people that are not sure and 3 people that say no. So the no is this, and this is rare. No is actually in 3rd place. So there's more people on the edge than there is that are certain that they're not. So I don't know. What do you think? What would you vote?
I think it can be. I think it can be. I think I'm not going to. I feel like with tourist items, the chances are less, in my opinion, because I feel like that there's not to say there's not intention put into them, but there's more of a purpose of consumers, like catering to consumers with tourist pieces. I think anything can have a residual energy into it, especially if someone loved their craft a lot. So I think that's the possibility for me. Or if the person who got the tourist item originally, maybe something happened to them and they loved it so much.
I think it depends on the item. I think if you're looking at like magnets and things like that, I don't think, can contain energy and things like that. A lot of the stuff that's like mass produced in a factory and stuff like that, I don't think.
I think the chances are more if it's something someone made themselves.
Right. And these obviously were made by somebody, years ago. It has the hand-painted faces and things like that, and probably hand-sewn clothes.
So the answer is yes, I think they can.
Yeah, I think they can too. It depends what the item is. Because if you look at like a lot of the countries that make like the masks, the ceremonial mask and things like that, the whole reason why a lot of the energy is contained within the mask is because it's the maker of the mask that's putting the energy into them. So,
but those are very rarely tourist pieces. A lot of the time they're taken from places or their family has immigrated maybe
Yeah.
or given them away in
Yeah.
some way.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, like Barbara just put up T-shirts and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't think T-shirts are are haunted.
I don't know. Could it though? I think it could be if something happened to the person that had that T-shirt or made that T-shirt.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I know some museums that have T-shirts of, people who have done very bad things and claim that there's energy attached to them and stuff like that. But who knows? I don't know. Not really sure. We have a piece of fabric, but I don't know if it's haunted from like one of the famous cults.
Oh, that piece of fabric. Because we have a couple pieces of fabric. I think that one definitely has an energy from the situation it was involved in from Heaven's Gate. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yes, I think that's definitely. It's definitely from the situation it's involved in. I think.
I like Alan's comment. Elf on the shelf in disguise. It does kind of look, especially the one on the right with the eyes looking to the right there. It does kind of look like an elf on the shelf. Interesting. Oh, here's a question. Have you ever got an item and say, nope, not keeping this?
No. I think the closest we get is some of the true crime items that we get, because we don't really go looking for those, and the way they find us is usually from someone who knew someone, or they're donated without us fully knowing what we're getting in the donation. Sometimes they just show up. Those are the closest where I'm like, not the kind of museum I want, like that's just my preference.
Yeah.
But we've kept pretty much everything we've been donated.
Although we do have some things that we will not show publicly on our
Yes.
exhibitions or whatever you want to call them.
Because it's not something you want to brag about having.
No.
I feel like some people have haunted museums for the purpose of showing things off and making money. And the way we have it, we want to educate people. If we can get funds to keep the museum going, that's great. But there are some things that we have that we take very, very seriously. And if we feel like that could be harmful for someone to see or come into contact with, I don't want to put that out there on display to get people to come and see it. Some of those things it just doesn't sit right with me.
No. No, I agree. Here's a question from Tracy. I just put an order in for the new shirt with the Taps van and the Conjuring House. I love that print. Your dad was talking about it on one of his lives. I couldn't wait for it to go on sale.
That's probably my favorite design that's been made, and that was in the works for a while.
Yeah, and they're being worked on right now.
I think they're actually being packed right now.
Yeah, they're being packed right now. There's no there's no
team
company
of people
doing this.
It's just all of us. But, that means we put a lot more love into it.
Yeah.
So, I think that was my favorite design. I think because of the history of my dad's involvement with that house that a lot of people don't realize. So I think it's really cool to kind of put two and two together.
Yeah. I mean, he was the first, television show to actually film there. Way before the movie came out. He filmed there in 2005.
Mm-hmm.
The movie came out in 2013. And there's been other shows that claim that they're the first ones to film in there and all of that. But Ghost Hunters was the first.
Because it was before it was labeled as the Conjuring House.
Yeah, there was no mention of Conjuring House in that episode at all. It was just another house that family was dealing with paranormal activity, and they went in and investigated, and they had paranormal activity happen. So I think it's season 2, episode 7. I think that's what episode it is.
Good memory.
And it's on YouTube. They're streaming all the original Ghost Hunters episodes on YouTube, so you can just look that up.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's an awesome shirt. So if anyone, it's savetheconjuringhouse.com. I don't know if I have right here. Here it is. Put that up there for a second. SaveTheConjuringHouse.com or ConjuringHouseOfficial.com. And both those websites, you can check out all the information. Definitely check out ConjuringHouseOfficial.com too, because there's a lot of history about the house on there and things like that. So, all right. Let's see what else we got. Any more questions before we move on? Um, all right, let's go to the next segment.
Our system is acting so odd.
There we go. All right, ready?
There we go.
Oh, there's somebody just popped a question. I have a zodiac medallion that gave me power. What do you think about that? Thank you both. Well, I think, I'm a Catholic, so I wear a cross, and I believe this protects me, right? So I think very similar to, a medallion or any type of jewelry. If you put enough energy into it, or wherever you got it from, whoever owned it before, intentions, energies, I think that can absolutely, give you energy or give you power. The crystals, Satori's jewelry and the crystal bracelets that you wear, they're believed to be charged with energy and things like that. So I'm not too much of knowledgeable about crystals and things like that, but yeah, I definitely believe different amulets and jewelry and religious items, they all hold energy and can definitely give you spiritual power for sure, and protect you. And there's also, jewelry and necklaces. We have necklaces in the museum that are said to do the opposite of that and kind of give you, negative, power and intention to the wearer of the jewelry. So it works both ways. It always works both ways. There's always an opposite to everything. So good question. All right. We are going to move on to our next segment.
I know. We only have 13 minutes and we only got through one segment.
We're good. We're fine. Ready?
Yes.
All right. That's what this is about?
What? I'm sorry. What are we doing? What is the segment?
So this question,
been too long.
this segment rather is one that I like because we get to learn a little bit about each other. We get to ask each other a couple questions, and usually the answers are a little intriguing for each of us.
Yes.
So we'll see what happens here.
I'm so tired.
Go ahead, your turn.
All right.
You start.
So we ask each other questions and we get each other's answers on the live stream.
Awesome.
And we see what happens. All right. So some of these questions I wrote, some of them I found. I'm going to be completely honest. Some of them I stole off the internet.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just gonna tell you ahead of time. I'm a very honest person. Sometimes too honest. Okay. So my question is. Okay. I don't know which ones I already asked you and which ones I haven't. I already asked that one. What kind of evidence do you personally find most convincing? Eyewitness accounts, audio recordings, photographs, environmental data, etc. Like
find most convincing?
Yes. Like what's one where you're like, that definitely to me would be more I would say paranormal activity before the other ones.
Aside from personal experience, like personal experiences, audio.
The start a fight segment. Everybody just watches us fight.
This is going to be the start of the fight segment. That's coming up. And no, we don't hit each other with them. We just hold them up. We've gotten close. So
answer the question.
I think audio, because there's so many things that we can, so many different softwares and programs that we have access to look through the audio and kind of pinpoint what spectrum it's coming in and what hertz level and things like that. I think that is the most compelling, because when you capture a voice that wasn't in the room with you and you're able to run it through software, a voice analysis software that gives everybody in the room a signature, and then there's this random voice that just appears, that is the most compelling to me. When you have video can always be, matrixing or tricks, shadow tricks and things like that. It's very difficult to get a convincing piece of video, even when you're recording itself. When someone else is sending you the video, in today's day and age with technology, it's very difficult to determine if it's real or not because of AI and things like that. But when, strictly with the stuff that you record yourself, audio is definitely my number one answer.
That was a really good answer.
How about you?
I would definitely say audio. I feel like if you literally hear, and my answer is not as scientific as you because I'm more metaphysical and you're more data collector. But I would definitely be more convinced if I heard a response, an intelligent response.
Yeah.
You know, on a recorder with audio. I feel like that has to be paranormal. That has to be a spirit, you know?
Agreed.
Before anything else.
All right, my question is, why do you think some spirits stay while others move on? And not so much stay, but interact with the living.
I was gonna say, I don't think technically there are spirits that don't move on. I think some of them don't move on, but I don't think... I have a very controversial opinion.
All right, let me rephrase the question.
Okay.
Why do you think some spirits interact with the living more than others?
Okay, because I was going to say, I think they all go somewhere. I think some interact more with others. Ooh, that's hard. I think some definitely are holding on to the... I'm so scared. I'm sorry,
oh, there's
guys.
the
I'm sorry.
The Taps van shirts are being packed right now.
I'm actually kind of scared by what I'm seeing. Hold on. Mama Hawes is coming in for a sec. They're just flying out of the sky. Look at that design.
There they are.
It's like a ghost delivered it to us. It was beautiful.
This is the gray, so we have them in gray and black.
I like the gray too.
I love the gray.
I think the gray's really nice.
The gray's really cool. Yeah, let me hold it up a little closer there.
I think that's awesome.
So there's there's something hidden in this design, by the way. And hopefully someone will find it. I'm not going to give it out. But there's something a little hidden in the design, so.
I haven't found it yet either.
Yeah, there's something. You have to buy the shirt to probably find it.
What? I'm looking. Oh, I think I know what it is. I think I know.
Something very tiny.
Yeah.
Something very tiny. But SaveTheConjuringHouse.com. And those are the newest shirts. Very limited number that's up there.
Very limited. Very limited. But stay tuned. But definitely check out now while supplies last. Okay, my question. I think there's... I think some people definitely hold on to the things that they loved so much in life that they're trying to interact with people or things that have that stuff after. That I think that's where haunted objects come from. For example, like someone just can't let go of something that they loved or held on to in life. So I think there's that. I think unfinished business or messages for people. And I think sometimes spirits communicate because there's just, I guess it goes into unfinished business. I feel like there's something that they feel that they should still have a voice in this realm for. Like something that they're angry about or something that, you know, they want to make sure happens after they're gone. I think stuff like that.
Yeah,
for the most part. But there have been spirits that we've talked to that have just been very chill. We've talked to spirit and we're like, do you have a message? No. Okay. Is there someone you want to talk to? No. You're just here? Yeah. So there's some spirits that are like, I just loved what I did in life and I want to keep doing it where I go next.
No, I agree.
So there's really a wide variety of answers to me.
Awesome. Looks like Erin just ordered a shirt.
Oh my gosh, Erin.
Very cool. Very cool. All right, we're going to move on to our next segment, which is all Satori.
Oh, no. Is it?
So, I believe so.
Oh,
if I have everything in order correctly.
Okay.
All right, here we go. We need to update our graphics. I have glasses now.
Oh,
graphics.
Yeah.
I don't have glasses.
That's true, but sometimes... I don't want you to crash what we already have.
Brendan.
Hi, Brendan.
Coming from Australia. Hello, kids. Hello. How are you?
Oh my gosh. Hello, hello. Now I feel like a lot of people are starting to come in and talk, and I'm starting to lose my place. All right, guys. So if you don't know what this segment is, you have to put #me, just like you see on screen. And I'm going to have the system randomly choose someone, and I'm going to give you a little advice card reading, okay? It's just more of a hobby for me, something that I enjoy doing.
And real quick, Sandra, we see your question. We'll answer it momentarily.
Okay. So put hashtag me to be entered for a chance to get chosen. And if you do not get chosen, do not worry. We do this every live show, as well as on our every other bonus show on our Patreon and YouTube membership show. We'll do it like every other show. Okay. So we have that as well.
Beautiful. All right, you ready? We have
Yes.
17 people in there right now. We'll do it again. So 17 people in there right now that are locked in. We're going to, now 21. Oh, it's jumping up. All right, we're going to start her up. Here we go.
All right, Robin. All right, let's see what we got. I'm just going to start throwing cards around.
Robin.
Okay, let's see. Okay. Can I? No act of kindness is ever...
What does that mean?
Because two came out together. I just chose a random one. No act of kindness is ever wasted. Some of the kindest people you will ever meet have been through hell and back themselves. That strengthens their compassion and empathy. If this is describing you, keep being the beautiful soul that you are. So you have been through, this card is ultimately saying you've been through a lot to get to where you are. There have been a lot of trials and obstacles, hard times, setbacks, things along those lines. But they've made you who you are, and they have gotten you to a place where you are stronger and wiser. And I think this card is acknowledging that and saying that you have been successful getting through all these hard times, and you are, honestly, with this wisdom and this energy, you're pushing it out to be that, I'm trying to find a way to word it, be that positive force for other people to get through the struggles that they're going through. A beacon.
She's a beacon.
Thank you so much. So that's ultimately what you are, and your kindness and your energy is helping people around you, and you may not even realize it. So keep doing exactly what you're doing, and if you notice anybody's energy is off and they're struggling in any way, definitely connect with them, because you may be helping them in so many more ways than you even realize.
Awesome.
So it's kind of like the cards was like, Robin, you're a beacon.
Yep.
Keep being a beacon, because that's important for somebody else's journey right now.
That's great.
Oh my God, John Arnold's in the chat. Oh, I love John Arnold.
Mr. Arnold.
Oh, we saw John Arnold at SK Pierce Mansion recently.
Yeah.
Yep.
Apparition.
Yeah.
Plain sight. Plain as day.
What a legend.
He is awesome. All right. We'll start her up again. 28 people in the wheel. Here we go.
All right. Oh, why did a card fly right when I do that?
All right. There we go.
Okay.
Owen?
All right. What is meant for you won't pass by you. You will never have to force something that is truly meant to be. Trust in the perfection of divine timing and allow your life to unfold as it should. Whatever comes, let it come. Whatever goes, let it go. So this is saying what is meant to find you will find you naturally. Do not try to force anything or make any decisions without feeling like that is the decision you should make and the path you should go down. Trust your gut and your intuition and any sort of synchronicities or feelings you have at this time, because that's your biggest indicator. It's kind of like a metal detector leading you down the path you're supposed to go. And ultimately, if you try to go against what is naturally happening, the flow that you are supposed to follow, you will get back where you are meant to be, where that flow wants you to go. It's just going to make you take a bunch more steps to get there. So don't fight it. Go through it as it's coming the way it's supposed to, and everything will turn out fine, and there will be positive light and success at the end of that tunnel. But if you keep trying to force yourself off that path to go somewhere that you're not meant to go, it's just going to keep rerouting you back in a longer fashion. So it's kind of like, just let everything happen the way it's supposed to. It's going to lead to positive things soon.
Beautiful. All right, we're going to jump into our next segment.
Okay.
Because we're running a little late. It's okay if we go a few minutes over.
Okay,
so.
perfect.
All right, we're going to jump into our next segment. Then we have a couple questions that we need to answer. At least one that I know of.
Okay.
All right. Here it is.
Oh my God, where's mine?
yours?
Right here. It's right here.
And if you haven't been here before, we have these little paddles here. Mine says me and hers says me and him. And she's going to ask some questions that...
yes, it does. Wow, that's so cool that someone actually said that.
Yeah.
I don't talk about it too much, but yes, that is what my name means. Thank you.
You know what my name means? Awesome.
Really?
No, I don't.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what? Cody must mean something.
I don't know. I know my last name means the good. Bien, good. The good?
Is that really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
French.
All right.
DesBiens. The
But
good.
You're such trouble, so it's not really fitting.
Only you think that.
No, I
All
don't
right.
only think that.
All right, so she's
Okay.
going to ask some questions, and we have to answer by holding up these things.
All right. Who's... Oh, I already answered the... Okay. Who's most likely to become obsessed with reviewing evidence hours after the investigation?
Okay.
One, two, three. I guess so. I would go with that. I actually was thinking of doing that. Who's most likely to notice a small detail that everyone else has missed?
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Wow, this is going good so far.
This is going all right.
Okay.
Who's most likely to get startled by a completely normal sound?
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Don't
No.
lie, and you're doing it on purpose. Because
I am not
I
doing
knew
it on
as soon as
purpose.
I was going to ask that question that you were going to do that.
It's a lie.
That is not. It's you. It's you.
It's not me.
It's you.
It's not me.
It is you.
It's not me.
Cody.
Tor, I was just walking down the hall before the show started, and you walked around the corner and freaked out.
Okay, but
I
that's
didn't say a
because you
word.
came out of the darkness looking like Slender Man. Like you just came out of
Slender
the
Man.
You just came out of the darkness and I didn't see you.
Slender Man.
I didn't see a face. I didn't see a face. It was just a dark figure coming out of the darkness at me. And also, you want to get into that? What about last night when we went to my car? We had to go out to my car
Yeah.
at night. It was dark.
I remember.
And I asked you if the light in my car was turned off, and you said yes. And then you disappear into the woods. Don't know what that was about. You disappeared around the corner. So I walk out to go check on you, and you ran at me in the dark. That was messed up. That was messed up. So yes, you deserve to get scared every now and then by completely normal noises.
Next time someone goes into the woods, do not follow them.
Oh, I'm sorry. My
I was testing
fiance
you.
decides to go on a trip into the woods.
I
I'm
was
going to make sure
testing
he's
you.
okay.
I was
My
testing.
gosh, moving
And
on.
obviously you failed the test.
I failed the test. Yeah, I guess I would if it was you just randomly walking into the woods.
Aaron says it's both of us, so I'll
Yeah,
take that.
yeah.
But
Okay, Aaron.
you more than
Okay,
me.
Aaron. You'll be getting a text after this. It's okay.
Next
Thanks,
question.
Aaron. Who is most who's most likely to accidentally bring home a haunted object? Well, actually, because I did.
Okay, what's the
That's
story
true.
behind that?
The mask
oh,
that
yeah.
we brought home
Yeah,
that I
yeah.
totally
Well,
didn't
both
think
of
was
us,
gonna...
I guess, could do it.
I guess you
don't
would.
know.
You would bring home something that definitely says do not bring home. Let's get ready to rumble. Who's most likely to talk to a spirit like they're negotiating a business deal?
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Me. How me?
You. I've heard you talk to some spirits like that. Remember Federal Hill?
Yeah.
We weren't getting anything, and all of a sudden we started getting stuff because you were like, all right, listen. You come out here and have a conversation with me, and we might be able to... And you came like a whole negotiation like it was a mob thing, and we started getting activity, remember?
I do remember that, but there's also been times that you have had conversations and brought the spirits out.
Yeah, but I think sometimes they're annoyed by me, and that's why they come out.
I agree. All right, next question.
They feel bad. They're like, all right, fine. She won't go away until we talk to her. Who's most likely to be calm during a terrifying experience?
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
I'm saying both of
That
us.
is definitely not.
I'm saying both of us because you would get scared very easily, I think.
I would not. I
Yeah,
might
you
get
would.
startled at the very beginning and go, ah! And then I'm fine after that.
Wait, can you show them can you imitate my scream when I'm scared? Because you do a really funny interpretation.
If you scare Satori, this is her scream. She
I
goes
don't
like-
have a
just like
horror
this.
movie scream. I don't have a horror movie girl scream.
This is it. Ready? All right. I want you to... I'm going to count to 3. 1, 2, 3. And I want you to pretend you're screaming. Open your mouth. But don't do anything. Okay, ready? Here we go.
Why did that sound like the ghost of a cow? No, it's like I get scared. Like when he ran at me last night, I didn't move, I didn't run, so I'm not a flight, I'm a fight. But the noise that came out was, oh!
That's usually what it is.
It's just like, I don't know why. I have the ugliest scream. Don't cast me in a horror film. Don't cast me in a horror film.
Pretty much.
All right,
All
are
right,
we done?
I think that's it. Let's check the comments.
Okay.
I know there was one question from Sandra that I needed to answer here. All right, Sandra, question: Have you both know about if you have jewelry that if you asked the person that passed, the jewelry would move back and forth, so almost like a pendulum?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Have you? Yeah. So, like in the experience of like if a spirit can move.
Yeah.
the
So
item?
let's say you had Grandma's necklace, and you would hold it up, and you use it as a pendulum, basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's basically what you're using it as. Like.
So a lot of people believe that it is spirit moving pendulums
And a lot of people believe that because the piece of jewelry belonged to the person, that it obviously has a connection to them, and you know, there's a lot of people believe that. So you're not
I like
alone.
your profile. Oh,
Don't know what happened there,
don't know what happened there.
but we're here, and it's the end of the show anyway. And
Okay.
there's a dog sniffing at the door.
I know. All we just heard was.
All right, so if you want to catch the bonus show, again, you can join right here on YouTube, or you can head on over to Patreon. There's multiple different tiers over on Patreon. We appreciate the support. All the funds raised through Patreon go directly back into the museum. We appreciate all of that. And we will see you on the bonus show starting at 9:15. We're going to be investigating one of our most favorite objects. Jolene is making a guest appearance tonight on the bonus show.
And
so.
if you know our bonus shows, it's going to be even more unhinged than this. So be prepared.
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys for commenting. And we'll see some of you this weekend in New Jersey at the Sterling Hill Mining Museum.
Yes, and check out SK Pierce Mansion. Definitely try to get a tour or an overnight investigation this fall to see some of our items, and more are coming soon, starting September 1st. And check out handmadebyhaws.com to see some jewelry that's just been uploaded.
Awesome.
All right, guys.
Have a good night.
Good night.